Good kids. This is Dr. Callahan with week 6 Monday. How are you guys doing? I hope you had a wonderful weekend. Go ahead and pause the video and answer the following 3 questions for your warm-up. All right, let's go ahead and get started. I see there's a little smudge sign on my screen here that is bothering me. So just give me a second and let me fix that. Okay, perfect. Okay, let's go ahead and take a look at the question here. So with this one, remember, it is going to be a FOIL question where F stands for first. So you have 5x times 7x, which is a 35x squared. O, which is an outer, which is a 5x times 6y, and that's a 30xy. Inner, which is a negative 3y times a 7x, which is a negative 21xy. And last, which is a negative 3y times a 6y, which is a negative 18y squared. Now, as I'm looking at the outer and inner, notice that they both have xy's. So that will give you a 30 minus 21, which is a 9xy. So your answer is the following 3 terms. And your finalized answer is going to look like this: 35x squared plus 9xy minus 18y squared. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the second question here. The second one is the opposite of the one we just went over. With this one, it is let me go ahead and clear everything off the slide. This one is factoring, so it's the opposite of FOIL. So you take the first term, multiply by the last term, which you put that number negative 10 on the left side. In the middle is negative 9. So negative 1 and 10, 1 and negative 10, negative 2 and 5, 2 and negative 5. Now you ask yourself, which one of these 4 terms will add up to a negative 9? There you go. And so your temporary answer here is x plus 1, x minus 10. But keep in mind that because you multiply by the 2 in the beginning, you divide it by 2 because that's the opposite of multiplication. And 2 doesn't go into 1, so you just bring it to the beginning. But 2 does go into negative 10, so you just put down negative 5. And so your answer for this one is 2x plus 1, x minus 5. All right, you guys, let's take a look at our schedule for today. We're going to talk about my notes on solve by factoring, and we're going to go ahead and do a factor of 3D paper cube, and we will go from there. Okay, you guys, so first thing that I want you guys to do is we are going to focus in on your notes right here, okay? So with these ones, we're going to go ahead and do solve by factoring. So you just go into one extra additional step, and it's not by too much, but you do have a little bit of a extra step to finish at the very end. So looking at the first one, you don't have any other number that's greater than 1 in the coefficient. If you look at it, 1 times 24 is still 24. So create your little table, 24, negative 10, and you ask yourself, are you using all positive numbers or negative numbers? And I see that there's a negative 10, so you'll be using negative numbers. Let's go ahead and list all the factors of positive 24 with negative numbers. That could be a negative 1, negative 24, negative 2, negative 12, negative 3, negative 4, negative 8, negative 4, negative 6, and I think that's as far as it gets. So then out of those 4 sets of questions or terms, which one is going to add up to a negative 10? It's the last one. So your answer for this case is x minus 4 and x minus 6. But what you're going to do is you're going to set them individually equal to 0. equal to 0, x minus 6 equal to 0. And then what do you do here? Well, what's opposite of a negative 4? You add it, so x equals a positive 4. What's opposite of a negative 6? Positive 6. So x equals positive 6. And that is your answers in the bubble. All right, you guys, I'm going to go ahead and have you guys give this one a try. So pause the video and tell me what is x equal to for this question. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at this. You should have x plus 4, x plus 8. So your answer is a negative 4 and negative 8. Now let's go ahead and try something a little bit more complex, okay? Let's go ahead and take a look at this one here. 3 times negative 2 is a negative 6. Middle number is going to be a 5. And I do have negative numbers, so let's go ahead and find all the factors to negative 6 with negative numbers. That's negative 1, 6, positive 1, negative 6, negative 2, 3, 2, and negative 3. Which one of those there will give you a positive 5? You guessed it, x minus 6, x plus 6. So then you know that your temporary answer is x minus 6 or plus 6 and x minus 1. But then remember how you multiply by the 3 in the beginning? You now have to do the opposite of that. So opposite of a times by 3 is a divided by 3. Does 3 go into 6? Yes, it does. How many times? Twice. Does 3 go into negative 1? No, it doesn't. So you just take it and move it to the front. There you go. Oh, 3. But remember, we're going to set them equal to 0. So let's solve this. What's opposite of minus or plus 2? Minus 2. So x equals negative 2. Now looking at this one, you're going to have to add the 3 or add the 1 on both sides and then divide it by 3. So x equals, when I add the 1, I get a positive 1. And then when you divide it by 3, so your answer is a 1 over 3. All right, you guys, I'm going to have you guys go ahead and try this one on top. And go ahead and pause the video and see if you can find what x is equal to. Okay, so you should have a 10 and a 7, all positive numbers, and it should be a 2 and a 5, which gives me a 10. So x plus 2, x plus 5, divided by 2, x plus 1, and 2x plus 5. So when you solve for it, your x should be a negative 1, and your x is a negative 5 over 2. All right, you guys, so now that we have gone over 4 different examples, I think you guys are well on your way to work on a few other things. Okay, so let me go ahead and rotate this over so that way you can see a little bit better. All right, so let's go ahead and go on to your activity for today, you guys. So your activity today is going to be this cube. If you're in class, you will be making a cube, but if you're not in class, you could just do this on a separate piece of paper. So I want you guys to go ahead and answer the following question. Answer them, take a look at them, respond to them, and this is going to be your activity for the remaining part of class. So for example, let's go ahead and go over one. I like this one where it says, identify some career where people will use multiplying, factoring, polynomial. Describe these careers and how they influence society. For example, engineers or teachers. Okay, so that's a good one. So make sure you write about that. Let's go ahead and take a look at this question right here. Solve this using any method. Well, let's just use the method I taught you guys. 5 times the negative 9 is a negative 45. Middle number is 12. And you're going to use negative numbers. So to make negative 45. So I could do a negative 45, positive 1. Positive 45, negative 1. Negative 3 and positive 15, or positive, there. Positive 3, negative 15. Negative 9, positive 5. Positive 5, or positive 9, negative 5. Now, only one of them will add up to a positive 12. Which one's that going to be? There you go. So my temporary answer is x minus 3 and x plus 15. But remember, you multiply by the 5, so you have to divide it by the 5. Well, 5 doesn't go into 3, so you have to put it in front as a 5x minus 3 equal to 0. 5 does go into 15, 3 times equals 0. If I were to solve this, add the 3 divided by the 5, you get a positive 3 over 5 minus a 3 on both sides. X equals a positive 3. So you got one done. Now make sure you check off and complete the rest of them. All right, you guys, I hope you have a wonderful day. As always, stay safe and healthy, and make sure you upload your assignment for your points because it's really easy for you to get a 10 out of 10. Have a wonderful day. I will see you guys tomorrow. Take care.